Hey everyone, it's Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. And this is my first ever playthrough of Trials and Tribulations. We're meeting so many characters that we knew from the past, and a few new colorful ones as well. I'm just really excited to keep going with this game. It's been such a fun time so far, and these games generally are just a lot of fun to see how they unfold. Let's check this computer first of all. Hey Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. It looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of the mask to mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you're so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Oh, Nick, poor Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. The warehouse camera went off at around 1 AM on the night of the crime, which is, I believe, if we remember correctly, about the report that we got, or what the information that we got. I believe that it was stolen. I believe that the camera went off around, or like it was stolen around that time, so that kind of like makes sense. The sword is broken on the ground. Wow, this is awesome. What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shishito? It's literally a 7-branch sword in Japanese, or says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit, 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it's like hotcakes. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. The sword. Wasn't Mr. Gamey holding it last night? Yes, it was, Pearl. You should be the detective. You're very good. Yeah, if you remember, that's where we found it last night. And another thing, the sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything else from my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. I just thought of something. Main Detective Admi smashed Master Mask with it. I don't, like, he didn't mention it, and, like, I think that if he was able to smash him with a 7-branch sword, I think at that point, he would not have gotten away with it. He would not have gotten away with it. Like this. Did you just hit Phoenix with it? Yeah, what the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh, man, my head, my hair. Yeah, your hair probably cushioned a bit of the blow. A ceremonial sword held in the hand of Amy Faye's statue wasn't bent before the crime. So let's slide over here. So this is where the statue was that was holding it. The statue of Mr. Gamey is so cool. I want to go statue myself. We could put it in the office. Maya is like, I love how like, it's so nice to see Maya like hasn't changed a bit. Like at all. Hey, it's Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? The statue of Mr. Gamey. Was this where it was last night? Pearl. What is it? Was it moved a little bit? I think it was closer to the stain, wasn't it? Ah, it was. Because the stain wasn't there last night. I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. So the statue moved on the night of the crime. Amy Faye's golden statue updating the court record. The statue of the founder of the Korean channeling technique moved the night of the crime. The paint is kind of weird. Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. Why do you think I did it? Oh, look at the shape. Look at the shape. It's like perfect, like the perfect shape of the bottom of this thing. Maybe it was moved then. I didn't do that. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed the color this outrageous. But this paint is already dried up. Well then. You should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Maya! Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. It looked like it's been several days since it was spilt. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom side of the stain. Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. Well, now we like have like, I think you could definitely see it's like in the shape of this like thing maybe. But then again, that's not flat to the ground. Unless it was the statue itself that was put on top of this and then moved. Because then that would make sense. You know what I mean? I think that would make sense at that point. Okay. So we also have this, the box that we were looking at earlier. That pathetic looking wooden box, the Sacred Urn. That's the box that had the Sacred Urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fey Manor. So there's no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. Maybe it'd have been better if Master Mask had taken the box too. So we have like... Oh, maybe we should actually look at the camera as well. It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door of the storeroom. It's set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in or out. A security camera. Okay, Pearl. Yeah, go stand in front of the door and they'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? The two of these together need their own like freaking buddy show. Nah, it's for criminals, so I think you should make a really scary face, like this. So like, what else should we look at here? The ladder, maybe? Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel like we've had this exact same conversation somewhere before? Possibly. Let's check out the door as well.
Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there?
It looked like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. I guess that's where they were keeping the Sacred Urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. So we've kind of like explored a lot of this place so far. Or yeah, here we go. It says Organi. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organize. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either because this place is a mess. You must feel right at home, huh? I'm the one, you're the one who gave out to me for cleaning the toilets. You know? I tried to clean up the place a bit. So it seems like we can't like explore much else here. Can we move somewhere? Okay, here we go. Oh, the cell tone as well, the ringtone. The cell tone? Hey Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Hello, Phoenix Wright here.
Oh, it's me, Gumshoe.
Gumshoe? What is it? What's so funny?
I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. I'm so proud of you. Finally, this underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective met his match. Yup, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him.
You caught him? Are you saying... You captured Master Mask? Wait, what? I don't know, Gumshoe.
Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got...
Wait, are you serious? Or is this someone who, like, is pretending to be Master Mask? Because that's, like... That's great. So when can we come and pick up the Sacred Urn?
Well, you see, I was gonna tell you.
What? Something wrong?
Do you think you could swing by the detention center sometime?
The detention center?
He wants to talk to you. Master Mask, that is.
What? He wants to talk to Nick?
I'll be waiting for you, pal, so get over here soon.
This is actually really interesting, because I'm actually really curious to what's happening here. Because, like, you know, there's lots of things, we can speculate on a lot of things, but I feel like a lot of the speculation will just come down to, like, well, speculation. We're not, like, it's gonna come down to me just be kind of thinking, like, you know, oh, well, why would he do this, why would he do that, when really we can just go there right now and find out as soon as possible, you know what I mean? Let's go. Atomy Detective, well, he's in the Atomy Detection Agency? Oh, wait. Is that where we're going now? Why can't we go to the detention center right away? Oh, we have to go to here, then move, yeah? Yeah, okay, I always remember that was always a weird thing. Oh my god, this is so nice being here again. It's not nice visiting someone here again, but still. October 12th, Detention Center, Visitors Room.
Hey pal, welcome to the detention center.
You sure in a happy mood? Oh, you're sure in a happy mood, aren't you?
Yup. After all, we got mask to mask.
Right, but, so where's the Sacred Urn?
Sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case.
Huh?
Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth.
You know, he's right, Nick. He is. If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so, in a way. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person because we're always on murder cases. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get back to the Sacred Urn back. Please don't just ignore me. Who are you? Holy fantastic design. Batman. Oh my god. Who are you? I'm Master Mask. Okay? Hi. Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? Gangly? I'm Ron DeLITE, the famous Master Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. I mean, we don't know. He could have, like, some strength behind his punches. All I know is that, like, his design is really great. I guess we're gonna talk to him? So, you're the Master Mask guy? Yes, you bet! No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of yes, and sort of no. If you know what, this guy couldn't be guilty. No way. No way. Too handsome. It's not happening. It's not happening. What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I really mean to say is that's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled mask to mask, it's actually mask to mask. What's with this guy? Well, he's a timid little weakling, we know that much. Jesus, Phoenix! Don't do that. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity. And a major crybaby too, crybaby hero. Why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because, well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure, and now you're overwhelmed with the guilt. Am I right? Priceless treasure, that broken urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes, what is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi? I said Desi before she said Desi. Let's talk about the Sacred Urn. Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back, I really will. Maybe not. I can't get over how good the design is on this character. And Ron is such a perfect name too, I don't know why. Ron, is it Ron DeLITE? Is that the name that we got here? Was that the name of the character we got here? Ron DeLITE. Age 23, a young man who turned himself in as Master Mask. So is it pronounced Master Mask? Without the K? A bit of a pitiful guy. Ron DeLITE, what's the pun in his name? Someone tell me what the pun is, I can't get it. DeLITE, Ron DeLITE? So DeLITE, so Ron DeLITE, so it's like DeLITE, but it's DeLITE? I don't know. No, I can't make promises. I can't keep, I'll just end up hurting people. Mr. Nick, I couldn't hear what he just said, especially that last part. Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir. I will, I promise. Maybe not. I love this guy. I love this guy. Another thing is, guys, like, you know, like, I don't want to know how characters may change or how characters may be like, let's say like all of a sudden turns out like he's like the most confident guy in the world, okay? I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that at all. I just want to like experience the characters for myself and see how I will see them as they progress forward, because that's the most fun. The game will let me know either how to feel about these characters or maybe like, you know, what like I could be feeling, if you know what I mean.
You see, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. Mr. Damask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn, right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually, I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already, just tell us to us straight. Please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it.
You lost the urn? Is that what are you actually Master Mask though? That's what I'm wondering. Lost it? What did you just say? Did you say lost it?
Yes, no, maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I lost it like I said. These things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know?
You forgot our sacred urn on the train. It happens, Maya. Leave Ron alone. Wait a minute. You went on the train dressed like that? By the way, I'm not actually giving out to Maya. I know somebody's gonna come along and be like, stop giving out to Maya. I love Maya.
No, I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway. I'm sorry. I just lost it somewhere. I don't know where.
It's okay, Ron. You're innocent. This guy's story is more surreal than Dolly, a Dolly painting. Wow, Phoenix with the sophisticated references here. Are you really sure this creep is Master Mask?
Maya, don't call him
a creep. See, I like that Phoenix is actually like, I don't know, like he kind of wants to get on good terms with him, I guess, because like, I guess the better terms you are with these people, the easier it is to get like a confession, I suppose, or at least like more information. I think it's an actual like interrogation technique as well, where like, you kind of get on their side, once they trust you, then you go in and strike, you know what I mean? So like, it's probably a really good idea. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. For sure, 100%. Like, as I joke, it's still understandable to, like, have your 100% doubts about this guy. So who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about your wife.
I guess she must be his wife? I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go visit her at my hideout?
You have a hideout? Your wife's at your hideout?
Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I meant to say my secret base.
Your secret base?
Well, my apartment, actually. Plaza Palibe, 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick.
To Master Mask's hideout. I love this characterization so far, guys. I absolutely adore it. It's awesome. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Me too. I think it's a nice word. Okay, we'll go and talk to, we'll go talk to Desi if we can. I'm kind of excited to see what this looks like. Oh my god, yeah, maybe it's either a fan club or it's him. You know what I mean? But then again, he has all the masks. He has the different wigs that could work out for this too. He has, the bike from the previous game. Wow. Check this place out. No doubt about it. This is Master Master's hideout, all right.
Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie?
Okay. Cutest couple award in history? Is this what we're getting at here? Like, again, the thing about this game is that they have, like, incredible characterizations. They designed the characters so well. And like, I don't know, I think that like this game for sure so far anyway has been like knocking it out of the park even more than the previous game in my opinion, because like even though the previous game had some very, very fantastic designs, I mean like even especially in the last case, like I don't know, I think they're just doing so many interesting things again this time around, I suppose. Who are you people? Are you Desi DeLITE?
That's right, I'm Desiree.
Ah, Desiree, okay.
Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim.
Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you.
I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Nicky Boy and Maya, huh?
I can't tell you how grateful I'm you decided to help my Ronnie. Well, haha, you're welcome.
Did she really call me Nicky Boy? Nicky Boy's a nice nickname. She has a great smile as well. So let's talk to Desiree. So the bike makes sense now. And like, is that like the one thing you're into here is the bike? Because like we have like a load of like stuff that definitely is mass to mass, and then there's just like one bike memorabilia over here. Oh, there's bike photos up there too. Yeah, this bike photo's up there in the corner as well. Up around here. We'll examine it in a second, but I just want to, yeah. About your husband. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes though. A bit? By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Really? They said you own the urn, and you're doing some shady training at a law office now. Remind me not to watch the channel's news program. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie? He has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He kept insisting he was going to surrender, but the police didn't know what to do. It was me, I stole an urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. Huh? But are you saying he didn't? Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? You have a lot of faith in your husband. Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know, is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Well, is it? Looking around. Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yeah. I'm at the happiest when I'm racing along my bike, going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know? You know what I mean? Well, I think that depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband, Ron, doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. He doesn't. But like, maybe that's why they complete each other. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. But I do have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. Oh. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping. I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day, it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. Man, talk about a high maintenance wife. Well, here's the thing though, like, we don't know too much about her yet to make assumptions about her, but also like, it's very clear, early on she said that like she was incredibly handsome, so there's obviously some like, or like she thought she was handsome. So obviously there is like, at least a physical attraction there, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, I don't want to judge her like just, you know, right away. So where does Mr. DeLITE get all his money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of, wait, what? What? He's a security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to, yeah, I don't, no. I don't know what, like, I don't know if you've ever looked up the wages of a security guard. Security guards probably get paid well, but I don't think it's enough to be considered rich. Can you tell us what happened that last night? What time did the incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya? Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Ah, last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yeah, I always do my best flying at night. Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yes, anyway, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe you caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. How are you here after a police chase? I have to say though, like, they're doing a fantastic job of like at least creating a like the surface level part of her character at the very least. You know, she's dressed in this biker outfit. She talks about she has these biker like these wheeled earrings. She talks about how she wants to be like she likes the thrill of a chase, and she likes to like thrill seek, I suppose. And they dress her kind of like accordingly. She looks like she's ready to go off on like a mission at any moment. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think they always do a good job of that. I really think they do. When he finally caught me, the poor man was white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi. But like, he doesn't, right? Yeah, what about Mr. DeLITE? I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. I mean, okay. Like, so far, she's, like, very trusting of Ron, or, like, she's delusional. Like, there's one of two things, I think, you know what I mean? I think that, like, one of the, like, I don't know. I think one of, like, the harder the issues about this is that, like, she's not going to sell out her husband at all, even if it was him that did it. And even if he believes that he did it, I think she's not going to, like, let him away with that either. You know what I mean? So we kind of, like, talked everything we can here. Let's examine this place a bit more. Hey, Nick. Look at the top of the chair. Looks like an envelope and a letter. Well, don't just stand there. Come on, let's read it. Ma, you know we shouldn't do that. What are you talking about? That letter could be an important clue. No way. You can't just go reading a private letter because you feel like it. It's not just because I feel like it. It really could be important. If I was sure it was a clue, I guess I wouldn't mind. But let's see, we're not sure it's a clue. That's the problem. That's the big problem. So there's like books over here. There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck to them. Let's see here. No, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is important to any part of a good thief's modus operandi. Wow, Ron really studied this stuff. This is the thing though, like, is this a fan club type of thing, or is this like a thing where it's like, he genuinely believes this stuff, you know? Nick, it's a torpedo! It's hard to believe it, but it sure looks real. Where could you pick something up like this? Please don't say the torpedoes are a thing people just leave lying around. This as well, though. It's Master Mask. There's a tape recorder hanging from his neck. Let me see that. Oh, I skipped it too fast. That's bad. I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? Yeah, let's read it again. I skipped it too fast. It went by too fast for me. I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Okay, so there is kind of like a... Okay, that makes a little bit of sense. It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged in a nice frame. Look, Nick, it's a fake beard. There's also a mask made out of cardboard. Here, Nick, try this on. Try on the fake beard. Come on, try it on. Hey, cut it out. Now put on the mask. It's Phoenix the Mask. Let's borrow for a while. No, wait. I'm not stealing from a thief. Wait, why do you want to borrow this? You know what's so funny? Maya treats these cases sometimes just an excuse to hang out with Phoenix, and I love it. Ooh, that's so cute. It's called a hot air balloon, you know? Wow. There's no fooling you. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be a top secret. That's proof enough that Ron DeLITE really is Master Mask. I better not tell Maya. She gets kind of scary when it comes to celebrities. There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here. Duck and cover. It's a missile. Did you know there's dynamite missiles? I did not know that, but they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just really well-made toys. What are these rolls of paper stuffed in his trash can? Theft of Mazarin Stone. The Great Albatross Strategy. Theft of the Immortal Goddess Statue. The Great Knuckle Bomber Strategy. Did the police even investigate this place? It seems not. It seems like they didn't even like touch it. What is this? This thing looks vaguely familiar. Oh, I know, it's a fishbowl. Well, an upside down one anyway. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. And it looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver. Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit? Getting lectured by Mai to be more of an adult, that's a new low. I suppose so, but we'll let her away with it. We'll let her away with it. Is there anything else? Do you want me to present something to you? What do you think of this? So what do you know about this? No, you can't. Oh yeah, I can't show her that. I'm sorry. Oops, sorry about that. But the way she just said top secret was worse than giveaway. Yeah, it probably, but like, that's our bad. When I hear the word top secret, it piques my interest like nothing else. Oh, that's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like that. Really? That's one of our most treasured possessions. There's going to be a whole exhibit at Lordly Taylor with these type of things. Maya looks so happy. She's lit up like a 1,000-watt bulb. Terrific. You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. Is there anything else we can, like, maybe we can present her? Oh my god, there's so many characters here now, look at this.
I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it.
Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it?
Well, not very often, I admit.
What exactly does Miss DeLITE see in her husband anyway? She said she said that she believes that he couldn't have been like a criminal. She believes that he's really polite but a little meek. Says he's handsome, and now like says that he's can do anything he wants to when he's determined enough. I think that she sees something in him at the very least.
Wow, you must really see skyrockets when you first met.
Wow, you must have really seen skyrockets when you first met to love him so much. When you first met to love him so much. Skyrockets? I didn't know people still use that word. Okay, so I think we kind of like, maybe we should go back to like the detention center for a second. Okay, doesn't look like anything's like changed. We can't. Yeah, let's go back to the hideout. Oh, one thing we actually haven't tried. We presented him, but we didn't present actually Mask to Mask. Miss Lee, you must know, right? About your husband and Mask to Mask?
Mask to Mask? Of course I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan.
See, that's what I was thinking too. Like, I was thinking that too, and I think that, like, they're both, like, I don't think she's as delusional as he may be.
Yep. What? Huh? Biggest fan?
Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute. Did you just say delusional?
Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask to Mask.
What? What are you talking about? So now, is there another option? There is, yes. Okay, good. That took a bit of time. Only a few minutes, actually. It didn't take a lot of time. So when did Ronnie first become Mask to Mask?
What are you talking about? He's not Mask to Mask.
Huh, but wait a second. Look around this room. This place is obviously Mask to Mask's hideout.
No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures.
That does make sense. That does make sense. Heroic figures, but Mask to Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it?
Well, I suppose so.
Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? She has a point. Mr. DeLITE isn't exactly the criminal. Now again, is it Mr. DeLITE? I don't know, yeah, maybe it's pronounced a different way and I'm pronouncing the pun a bit too much. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. DeLITE isn't Mask to Mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? Anything. What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had a feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie. I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Miss DeLITE. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Desiree's letter, addressed to her husband, Ron DeLITE, apparently contains something important. I mean, that's fine. Thank you very much for helping us out. You actually were actually a huge help. Like, actually, maybe we should hold off on saying huge help until we get to a certain point. But we'll see. We'll see. We don't know how much of a help you were. Oh, that's right. Here, this is from your wife.
Oh, from Desi? Thank you.
Letter given to Mask to Mask. Actually, more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto the letter so hard, the ink is going to be squeezed out. That's a good way of putting it. He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick. Here she goes with the shipping again. Here she goes.
Mr. Lawyer?
Yes?
In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer.
Huh?
I know this would be asking a lot, but
Could you please take my case? For sure. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. Let's do it. Hey, hang on. He can't be a lawyer. Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of the Damask guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it, right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading.
Oh, please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return.
What should I do? Of course. Well, Mr. DeLITE, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you.
Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him.
Well, he may be a thief. But I think there's more to this case than meets the eye.
Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you.
Pearl? No.
I shouldn't have trusted you.
Pearls?
I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya.
I'll now. No! Can I go back? I don't want Pearl to be upset with me. At all.
I'll never forgive you, ever.
Oh my god, my heart is. No.
Pearly, wait.
This is going to be ugly.
I'll go after her.
This is a complicated choice. Like, just to talk about it for a second, like... Oh my god, I can tell this is gonna be a good tune. Let's hear it in a second when it gets into it a little bit deeper. But like, you know what's like... interesting is that sometimes we don't, like, it's very rare to have like one of these like really tough choices when it comes to defending someone in a case. Like last time we had someone who we knew was guilty, like in the previous game, but we still had to defend them, quote unquote. But like also like in this case, like we've never had a case really that like directly affects Maya and Pearl in a way that like they would be disappointed in us. You know what I mean? For doing it. It's almost like we have to like an argument between like our feelings as a lawyer and wanting to protect people that we might think is innocent versus like, you know, protecting the ones that we love, at least on an emotional level. This music is really good.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya, where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go check in on her later, would you? And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Leeds' case?
Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. Are you sure?
Cause like here's the thing, Maya. Like I think Phoenix cares about you. I care about you, but I'm sure Phoenix does too. And I'd like you to be honest with your feelings at all times. You know? What? It's tough. It is tough.
I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it.
Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. Like at any point, Maya, if you're upset, like please just tell us. Please. October 12th, Wright & Co. Law Offices.
Ah, Mr. Nick, welcome back.
Oh, you're welcoming me back already? I thought you...
Oh, hey, Pearls, you're back too, I see.
I went and bought a strawberry... Are you... Okay. Okay, I feel a little bit... My heart is like... The pain in my heart is not as heavy. A strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea with it. Hey, sorry that I got like a nostalgic sting when someone mentions cake and tea. It's just... It's so nostalgic to me. Hey, Pearls? It looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. She shouldn't feel bad. She was expressing herself. And that's completely normal. And you don't want to suppress those feelings, ever.
Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you.
Yeah, like, here's the thing. She said something that would hurt. But, like, again, she's a kid. And even as an adult, it's like... I'd rather her express herself and tell us how she feels in that moment. Rather than, like, bottle it up and then eventually, like... get upset, like even more upset down the line and damage her mentally, you know? I'd rather tell me.
Missy Maya, the tea is ready. You don't have to work so hard, Pearls, it's fine.
Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick. Please have some of this cake. Did you poison it? Yeah, thanks. Pearls? Oh, excuse me. I was in the middle of oh, she's trying to avoid it as well. As a very smart kid, though. Like, very smart to be able to, like... I know she shouldn't be hiding her emotions like that, but be able to avoid the argument like that as well. Not that there would be one. This might be a good time to ask about her. Okay, let's talk about Pearl. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Crane Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick. This screen. Like, it's so, like, it's so vibrant in my brain, on my memory. It's, like, right there, you know what I mean?
You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone?
Hey, Maya, I always thought it was because she was young, but... But what? Pearls. I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me. Does she?
There's something you need to understand.
What is it?
It's kind of like a Korean village custom, sort of.
Well, let's talk about you first for a second. Pearl seems to love you a lot.
Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and well, because of the murder case last year. Pearlie's mother is...
Oh, yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. Another fantastic design as well, though, in fairness.
So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me, too.
Maya.
My mother's gone, too.
You know what? It's so funny because, like, I feel like personally that Maya and Pearl have made Phoenix's life a million times more fulfilling than it would have been without them. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, it's like a blessing to have them around.
There are hardly any men in Crane Village.
Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited.
I'm pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family.
Yeah, you did. And that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right?
Yeah. The thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of Crane Village kind of revolves around women.
Well, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages.
Oh.
Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they start leaving.
Because they can't have the spiritual power. I can totally understand, like, feeling like you're less than your partner. Like, I can totally understand that. But at the same time, like, you know what you're getting into at that point, right? Like, you know that they're going to be, like, this powerful spiritual person. At that point, it's like, you know, you should probably have, like, not that feelings can't change, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's like someone who tries to date the Avatar and gets angry about it, like them doing Avatar stuff afterwards. It's like, you knew what you were getting into, you know what I mean? You knew they were the Avatar.
Especially if the man has a daughter.
Are you saying that Pearl's his father?
He's gone. He left the village.
Oh, dirt. Absolute dirt. Boy, that's tough.
Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her.
That is tough.
That's why she's so sensitive to things like that.
So that's why she's constantly, like, trying to, like, push people together. And, like, get them together. Well, there's only one thing for it. Me and Maya have to get married. Or me and Miles.
So your mother's still missing? Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is.
Maya's mother, Misty Faye. This looks so much like a Fae too, right? Right away you can see the Fae eyes, the Fae nose, the Fae lips. It's like, yeah, that's a Fae. It's 100% a Fae. The current master of the Crane channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. But you're sure she's still alive, right?
Yeah, I know she is.
It's sort of a spirit medium thing. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what?
Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master.
Mrs. Maya, the master of the Crane technique sounds like a heavy responsibility.
Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood of the Fae main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? We're not going to learn anything just sitting around the office.
Yeah, I know. But first, I want to talk to Pearls.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
Act like a baby.
No. I'm not gonna have you diminish your own feelings. I'm not having it. And it's great that you can like come to me like this, but I would rather you I want you to express yourself. Pearls, I doubted you. Even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely, I still have a lot of training to do.
Mr. Nick?
Yes? I from the bottom of my heart apologize for what I said. That's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing. Well, I'm going out for now for a little bit. Huh? Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. I'm going to show you I can be useful too by finding Pearl, you literally figured out like 3 things the last time we investigated. Please don't think you're useless at all. Hey, wait a... She sure runs fast.
Nick,
let's back off and give her some room. She's very small, running around this dangerous city where people get murdered every day. Guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I really loved how they used all the characters in this episode. I think the new characters are amazing too. To just add, like, if anyone asks why is cake and tea nostalgic, my grandfather just used to give me cake and tea every time I went up to his house. That's all. So it's always like brings back memories every time I hear like cake and tea. You know, you have those foods that like bring you right back into a certain place. Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting the series so far. I love this game so much. It's so much fun. It's so much fun just like unraveling everything. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.